So how have you been, Jerry?
Not too bad. No complaints.
Jerry, I'm going to ask you a few questions to check your concentration and memory. Is that okay?
I'll give it a go.
Great. Let's start. I'm going to name 3 objects and I want you to remember them. The objects are apple, table, penny. Can you repeat them for me?
Apple, table, penny.
Great. Now I want you to remember them because I'm going to ask you to name them again in a few minutes.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Thank you. I'm going to give you a piece of paper and I want you to write a complete sentence on that paper.
What for?
Just write a sentence so I can read it and understand what you're trying to say to me in writing. Thank you, Jerry. Now, what were the 3 objects I asked you to remember?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There were 3 objects that I asked you to remember.
I don't know.
No worries. Now listen carefully to the following name and address, and I want you to repeat it. It's John Brown, 42 West Street, Kensington.
John Brown, 22 West Street.
Just going to say it again so we know that you've got it correct. John Brown, 42 West Street, Kensington.
John Brown, 43 Kensington. I've forgotten a word there, I know.
Okay, one more time, just to make sure. John Brown, 42 West Street, Kensington.
John Brown, 43 Kensington.
Now I want you to remember that name and address because I'll come back to it a little later. Okay?
All right.
Now for something a little bit different. I'm going to say the names of people who were famous and I want you to tell me who they were and what they were famous for in the past.
Sounds rough, but I'll give it a go.
Okay. Charlie Chaplin, who was he?
Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin. I know him, but I don't know what he was famous for.
And who was Joseph Stalin?
Joseph Stalin was, I don't know.
What about Captain Cook?
Captain Cook. Captain Cook. Yes, he was one of those, what do you call it? I can't think what it was. But I know him. I've heard a lot about him.
What about Winston Churchill?
Winston Churchill. Yeah, yes, Winston Churchill. Yes, oh, he was a big man in the war. Yes, yes.
Can you tell me, New Year's Day falls on what date?
Oh, 1st of January, of course.
And what is the name and address that I asked you to remember?
Did you ask me to remember a name and address? No, I can't remember.
Okay, here is a drawing and I want you to make a copy of it, just in this space below.
Right.
Okay. Just make a copy of this drawing, just, yes, in that space below. You finished?
Yeah. It's not very good. It's certainly not very good. I'm not much of a drawer.
Thank you, Jerry. I want you to read aloud these words and then do what it says. Okay.
Close your eyes.
Can you do that for me?
Yes, I can close my eyes.
Can you show me? Thank you, Jerry. Now, can you read these words out aloud and do what it says?
Cough hard.
Thank you, Jerry. Now, just for the last bit, look at this drawing. What are the objects that you see in this picture?
A lot of little twisty things. Mm-hmm. Could be a bridle. No. But, can't understand. They don't seem to have anything for me. I don't understand them. Could be some numbers there, but I'm not sure.
Thank you, Jerry. Well, that brings the interview to the end. So thank you very much for your time, Jerry.
Thanks for the chat.